Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turnstiles podcast. My name is Matt Smith.
I'm Nick. Hello.
Hello. Thank God. The soda didn't explode in my face.
Sweet.
Very
Already
sweet.
a good I might as well stop sharing my screen because,
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. I don't want to see what you're looking at. I don't want to see what kind of homework you're doing.
Don't worry. It's just Audacity going on.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing. That's a reference to the fuck nostalgia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over a couple things. This is the Turnstiles podcast. What is the Turnstiles podcast? It's a podcast where two random dudes in their mid-20s they shit talk for a little while.
Mainly about movies. Heck, that's what this channel's about, I think.
Partly so. We're going to be doing short films. We're going to be doing some... eventually, this will be a big company with feature films. But for now, we're going to be doing some short films, some movie reviews, some video essays, kind of a grab bag of things, and that's kind of the beauty of it.
Essentially, throw dart at the board and hope something lands, I guess.
Yep, exactly. It's throwing crap on the wall and seeing what sticks. I'm going to grab my phone. Don't record... don't pause your recording, kids. We'll be right here.
Well, Matt just left the building for about 10 seconds.
Sideways talking is beautiful.
Yes.
I'm back. So, the phone, I brought my phone because I need to update everybody on the, hold on. Fixing my chair, it's been, lowering itself lately. I'll just be singing and all of a sudden it goes, and it lowers itself a little bit. And then eventually I'm halfway down to the floor and it's why do I feel so short today? Why did I suddenly shrink 3 feet?
Hey, don't worry, Matt. Maybe next time you'll shrink 4 feet.
Oh man, that'll be exciting. I'll be 1 foot tall. That'll be great.
The amazing 1 foot tall man.
Yes, I brought my dog Merc to sit next to me. He's not a real dog. He's that.
Yeah, just a toy dog. He's
a stuffed dog. It's been with me.
Essentially, It's Matt's character.
Basically, he's another character. He's a character in the Retstiles thing, and the new series Retstiles, which will be worked on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just he's a good little companion to look at, and because he's like a dog, except he doesn't move, and you have to feed him or take him for walkies or anything. Anybody who says walkie unironically, well, I don't know what I do to him, but something will happen.
You'll be having a talkie with my footsie, in your assy.
Yes, now that's the way to go. First things first, I'm going to send you a link. Fun fact, everybody, we're not prepared. We have vague topics picked out, and that's all we're prepared. And that's okay, though. We're going to have fun.
This is our first podcast, so, we're just going along with it. I never did a podcast before, so, this should be fun. This should be kind of fun.
And for a brief time, we were doing a podcast on the Film Snobs, and just in case anyone's wondering, I'm part of this group called Some Film Snobs. This is my solo channel. And like Phil Collins, I'll be in the group and in my own solo stuff.
And I'm just his good friend who doesn't really watch too many movies, but it just goes along with it.
He's a good co-host. That's the reason I have him here. So I have someone to bounce off of, so I'm not just rambling.
Yeah, pretty much someone with good chemistry and all that crap.
Let's talk about some beautiful... are you on the website now, Nick?
Yeah, I'm on the website, yeah.
We have 4 sections, and we're going to be doing this every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Section 1 is the new Blu-ray. It's news, Blu-ray news, or releases. So any new releases that have come out, we'll talk about any news we talk about. So the first things first, we're going to talk about just looking at one of the things here. Let's talk first about the first thing on Blu-ray.com's top news. Warner Archive announces the May releases. Let's talk about those. Are you on that article
okay.
now? Good. Okay.
Okay, let's go to the article. Yep. Okay. Go.
Yep.
With the first film being Drunken Master 2.
Yep. Never heard.
Why?
Well, it might be a good film.
Why?
They say that's here's the thing. They say it's the film that cemented Jackie Chan's icon status.
Really?
But I don't believe that. I thought it'd be one of the police story films that would cement, or the one of the Armor of God movies. You think those would be the ones that cemented his status, not Drunken Master 2.
It's time to look up Drunken Master 2 on Google, on whatever search engine you got at this point.
Yeah.
1994?
In 94. But, like, Police Story was the mid to late 80s? Let me double check on that.
Yeah, let's... Police Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1985.
1985, yeah. All right. See what I mean? And those movies were probably more likely to establish his status, as like an action icon.
Mm-hmm.
More than like like the Drunken Master 2.
Like, that just sounds like a terrible film. Like, why?
The title's probably not great, but like even then, honestly, the movie will probably be alright. I'm sure it'll be a good movie. Jackie Chan's a good filmmaker,
To be fair, I never know, so I'm not an expert on films, so...
Jackie Chan is a good filmmaker. He's a good action filmmaker, and he's very fearless. He basically would almost get himself killed to make a movie. I admire that.
That's true. As he said in the Rush Hour 2 blooper, Jackie Chan always okay.
That's true. He just... And, the man is so legendary, though, that they can make a cartoon out of him, and you don't think that's weird. You think,
God, that was a good show, but that's another thing for another time.
I have to catch up on that sometime. I haven't seen it in years, and I just have vague memories of it. I remember more...
But yeah, that kind of show, that's probably for another time, since, we got the other Blu-rays to go through, and it's...
Oh, yeah, we got some things. So, there's this movie called They Won't Believe Me. Never heard of it.
I really don't believe them.
I really don't believe them either. So a noir melodrama. Okay, that might be good. The Yearling. Ooh, life abounds in the 1870s Florida. Oh fuck, it's Florida.
Oh god, Florida Man.
Stay away from Florida. Florida Man existed even in the 1870s.
Florida Man does whatever a Florida Man can. Can he swing from a web?
Watch out for those gators now.
That's actually a lot better than what I was going for.
Yeah, so I couldn't think of... Anyway, okay, this one is interesting. There's this movie, The Private Lives of Elizabeth and Essex. That one's interesting to me just because it's got Errol Flynn and Betty Davis.
I guess Mr. Blanding is too bland for this topic.
Yeah, exactly. It's not interesting enough. Sorry, Cary Grant, I don't care. Anyway, The Tender Trap. Frank Sinatra and Debbie Reynolds. Oh, that's a combo I didn't know existed.
And The Tender Trap sounds like a porno.
It does.
Like, seriously.
So let me ask you a question. What do you know about Debbie Reynolds, Nick?
Not much.
Have you ever seen Singing in the Rain?
Yeah, I've ever seen that in school for 1 year. Like, a little bit of it, not a lot of it.
Classic movie. She is, Debbie Reynolds is Kathy. Yeah. And, interestingly enough, you know her daughter very well, though.
Oh, what? Oh, wait, Carrie Fisher?
Carrie Fisher, yeah.
Alright, I do remember something.
Hey, it's a good thing. Anyway, not gonna lie, I couldn't believe they were related.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I actually would never expect, since, again, I'm not managing those actors and actresses, so, it's just...
It's all good. Like, what you know is good enough. And besides, we're here for shooting the shit. More than anything else. Not much here in terms of... Warner Archive has released some cool stuff. Warner Archive, they took all the Teen Titans things, the series.
Ooh.
The original series, and the movie. The TV movie.
Trouble in Tokyo.
Trouble in Tokyo. Yeah. They put that on Blu-ray. They put it on Blu-rays.
Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually.
It's very awesome. I have the set, actually.
Believe it or not, I actually been watching some Teen Titans clips as of late. Man, that's some good stuff.
It is good stuff. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to soon. Now let's get to the next article I want to get to. Let's talk about. I want to skip over the This Week on Blu-ray because that's not
as interesting, despite the fact that I see two people riding a giant ass shrimp, and I wonder what the hell's going on.
That is Barb and Star go to Del
Mar.
Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar. It's It's certainly not going to be Ghostbusters 2016. That movie was a train wreck. And I've never ever given my opinion on that movie. And here's my opinion on that movie. It's not the fact that it's women. That's not my argument. I hate when people use that. It's a bad movie because it stars women. No, it's not. It's a bad movie, period.
Yeah, just because women doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It's just also to do with the writing, the acting,
the writing mostly.
The whole factor of things. I mean, seriously, that's why people don't like Ghostbusters 2016, because it has those things. It doesn't have the best writing. It doesn't have the best actors. It just didn't have the...
bad.
Mm-hmm.
The original Ghostbusters, there were moments of improv, but it was a tightly written script mostly, and the improv was like moments of comedy. They were in scenes that didn't require techno talk,
Mm-hmm.
It didn't require trying to explain what the not flux capacitor, that's Back to the Future. Wait.
Nice going, Doc Brown.
But no, for me, Ghostbusters 2016, if it was all men, it would still suck. It's just, that's my opinion. It's not fact, it's opinion.
It's just bad writing, bad acting, etc., 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 etc. That's all you need to care about.
I will at least preface it with, it is our opinions. You can disagree with us.
Even though I actually haven't seen it. I'm just trying to show
I've seen it. And let me tell you something. Nick, I fell asleep at the ending. I fell asleep during the ending.
Oof.
Literally, it must have been either a day when I was so tired I could barely function or something, because all of a sudden at some point I fall asleep, they're in the void or something, it's Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig in the void, and then I fall asleep again, all of a sudden I wake up, they have white hair, and they're out of the void, and they've saved the day, and I'm like, what?
Did you actually wake up to Back to the Future?
I thought I did. I thought all of a sudden I fall asleep again, there's Marty McFly going... Let's talk about these two Blu-ray announcements from Paramount Pictures.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, Last Train from Gun Hill. I have never seen this movie.
I actually never heard of it.
It's okay. I've never heard of this movie.
All right, it's time to look it up.
Anyway, it looks like a Western movie.
Yeah, it seems like
it. And it stars Kirk Douglas. And I hope it's good, because I do like me some. I like a good Western,
Oh, I'm looking at a poster. There's like two. Oh wait, is
Anthony Quinn? That name sounds familiar. I'm trying to think about that. Wait, let me look up the name Anthony. Who is Anthony Quinn? Why does that name sound familiar?
Oh wow, is Kirk Douglas?
Oh my God! Please don't tell me it's who I think it is. If it's who I think it is, I'm gonna try and restrain my volume. But my God, if it's who I think it is, I'm going to be so shocked, and you will not believe why this is the film I know him from. Give me a minute. Wow, he's a prolific actor for one thing, but.
But yeah, this Last Train from Gun Hill. This seems like something my dad would like.
Nick, you have to hear this. Anthony Quinn, the other actor in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The movie I know him from is Ghosts Can't Do It.
What?
Ghosts Can't Do It is a movie made in 1989, directed by John Derek, starring his wife, Bo Derek, as a woman that is married to Anthony Quinn. Anthony Quinn dies, and he comes back to her as a ghost. Only she can see him. They need to find a young man so that they can put Anthony Quinn's spirit in this young man's body so they can be together again. And in order to do so, Bo Derek has to fuck multiple men.
What?
It's kind of like the plot of their movie Bolero, where Bo Derek is a university graduate, and she decides to go on a sexcapade adventure and fucks around the world.
Around the world in Andy-Dicks!
That's what they should have called it.
This sounds like a porno! When you describe it like that.
Nick, there's lots of nudity in the movie. Like, some of it you don't want to see, because it's, yeah, let's just say most of it is of legal age, but there's a little bit of underage, and it makes you feel as uncomfortable as I'm describing it.
Why is it a thing? How did this get made?
Good news, though. Ghosts Can't Do It does not have underage nudity. It's all well over the age of 18. Thank God. Somebody said to John Derek probably, John, we can't show underage. You can't show naked children. That's not right.
It won't stop me from recording this.
Anyway, sorry. Anyway, no, but
oh God.
I've never actually seen Bolero. I've seen reviews of it. I don't own Bolero. I don't want to own it. I don't want to own Ghost Can't Do It either. I'm not bringing this up in a political manner, but Ghost Can't Do It has a cameo from Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's on Wikipedia.
I know, and it's not very good.
I mean, I don't expect him to act.
Neither do I. Anyway, let's get off of
because we got more Blu-rays, I think.
Yes, we got another one. It's Mommy Dearest. It stars Faye Dunaway. This is the movie that if you bring it up, she will probably clobber you with her purse. Somebody wrote that in a story in one of the comments, that they interviewed her, and when they mentioned Mommy Dearest, she went on a tirade. And honestly, I'm not totally surprised.
The
thing is,
suspicion leads to believe she hates this film.
I can tell you why. Mommy Dearest it's based on a book, a memoir, by Christina Crawford, Joan's adopted daughter. Now, it's not that Joan had children of her own biologically, and then she adopted. She couldn't have children, I believe, and then she adopted.
That's fine.
Just clarifying, so it's not like Christina's the black sheep or something.
She couldn't do it. Yeah, she wanted a child, but she couldn't do it but she can't make one for medical reasons. She had to adopt. That's fine.
Yeah. So, Christina Crawford, the book and the movie. The book is about Christina's life. She was abused. There's no way to sugarcoat it. She was abused.
Wow, you go. You want children, but you can abuse the shit out of them.
Pretty much.
Nice. Nicely done, world.
One of the more infamous... There are a few things. There was a story that she Joan Crawford tried to have her daughter eat this raw steak.
It's fucking raw!
And Christina wouldn't eat it. And I don't mean like medium rare. I mean it's raw.
Gordon Ramsay.
By the way, we're not making light of child abuse. We're not trying to make it a joke out of it. Because, I watched one of the scenes. And the thing is... there are people that have taken it and sort of taken it as like a camp comedy. Whenever I watch certain scenes, like there's a scene when it's a late night cleaning in the Christina's bathroom, and I'm more horrified and disgusted than I find it funny. It's not funny to me. It's just horrible. Even if the acting is bad, I kind of forget that in the moment watching the scene. I'm just like, I want to fucking kill Joan Crawford. I want to strangle the life out of her, because she's beating this poor child.
Damn.
So, and so Mommy Dearest is not a comedy. The fact that people were laughing at the movie is fucked, and I don't see the humor in it. But then again, I don't think the humor is the fact that Charles being beaten. Obviously, the humor is in the performances and how over the top they are, and that's where the humor I think comes from. But it still is not a good ride. It's an uncomfortable movie. It's supposed to be, though. It's not supposed to be this movie that makes you feel good or makes you feel
it's a film about child abuse. Of course, I don't expect it to make me feel comfortable, make me feel good. It's like, okay, I want to leave. I want to go home now. Thanks. Yeah, goodbye.
Exactly.
Don't come back.
Exactly. So, I'm glad it's coming out on Blu-ray. I might watch it anyway, despite knowing that I'm not going to love watching it. I want to see it anyway, because I want to see the whole thing in context. That makes a difference, I think.
Yeah, you just want to see the film as a whole.
Exactly. Next article, please. We've got Smokey and the Bandit.
I've only seen a little bit of this film. I actually need to see the
So
entire
have I,
film.
but goddamn it, Burt Reynolds, he won my heart already.
I mean, when you have a cowboy hat and mustache like that, yeah, I think he wins anyone's hearts.
I mean, the guy, he was great. He was really great in all the movies I've seen him in. Actually, trying to think of the one movie I saw him in full, and I thought, wow. It wasn't Striptease, but I know he was in that, and he acted the hell out of that part. I can. Well, I saw the first Smokey and the Bandit. Burt Reynolds is great, so he's a charismatic guy, or was. I have to remember, he's dead now. He's been dead for like 3 years now.
Been 3 years?
Oh, okay. Yep, 3 years. And the movie I was thinking about was Boogie Nights. He was fantastic in that movie. Really good. Really, really good. So,
I think he was in an action movie at one point.
He was in a bunch of action movies.
I wouldn't know. I just know he was. I just know he was in one, and that's kind of all I know from that sort of thing.
I mean, you got the Smokey and the Bandit. That movie is a action movie. Mm-hmm. He was in the Mel Brooks film Silent Movie. I forget that.
Silent Movie.
Yeah, 1976.
Oh yeah, right. I actually need to see that still.
You know Dom DeLuise, right?
No.
Okay, well you've seen Mel Brooks movies though.
Yes.
Pizza the Hut. Remember?
And I do remember that.
I'm trying to remember some other movie that's like that isn't just him in makeup. I have to think of a movie where he isn't in smothered in makeup. And I have to ask, have you ever seen the 12 Chairs?
12 Chairs? No, I only heard of it.
Well, that's a shame. I can't use that one as an example.
Yeah, that was another Mel Brooks film, right?
It is a Mel Brooks film, though.
Yeah. I actually did hear of that one.
Okay. I'm trying to think of another movie Dom DeLuise would have been in. And I'm trying to think. Anyway, great actor. He was also... Dom DeLuise... I hope I'm saying his name right properly now. He was in a movie with... two movies with Burt Reynolds. And they were the Cannonball Run movies.
Alright.
What's fun is that Cannonball Run 2... Cannonball Run 2. Cannonball Run 2 is one of the early movies starring Jackie Chan.
Really?
Yeah, or at least in a part. It was a big breakthrough. Either that or it was part 1. I lean towards part 1, but then again, it could be part 2. But the only way to know is if I look at his filmography in some way. So yes, Smokey and the Bandit, back to that. That's a good movie. You ever watch The Honeymooners? Because
I've seen some episodes. I will say that.
Me too. I do like what I've seen of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Of the original show. Which stars Jackie Gleason. Also, I was right about Jackie Chan. Well, right eventually. It was the first Cannonball Run, not the second one.
Ah.
So my mistake. He was in 1, not 2. I'm sure 2 had some big names though. Smokey and the Bandit it's basically a nice action movie. It has Sally Field in it.
Sally Field?
What's that? You ever see Forrest Gump?
Only a little bit of it.
Well, you know the mom?
No.
His mom.
The most I know is "Run, Forrest, run!" and also the handicapped guy swimming in the ocean.
Oh, you mean Lieutenant Dan, who lost his legs in the war.
Yeah, those are the two things I can recall that I actually did see.
That's fine. Okay. How about Mrs. Doubtfire? You've seen Mrs. Doubtfire, right?
I only seen your review actually.
Okay. The Miranda, the wife that divorces Daniel. Yeah, that's Sally Field.
Gotcha. Yeah, this shows how uncultured I am when it comes to films and all this stuff.
Maybe, but hey, we're still here for the fun ride.
Pretty much. Like, essentially, you're a film buff. I'm not. There we go.
Okay. They're releasing Saw in 4K.
Oh, Saw good. I love seeing my 4K? Upscale deaths. I like seeing my entire embodiment Gordon in 4K. Thank you, world. I did not need this.
Okay, whatever.
Like,
just wanted to mention that.
But seriously, like, why? Like,
wait, why isn't it in top news then, or even in all news? That should be like in the news. No? I guess it was announced earlier in the year. Or something.
Probably.
Okay, we got 2 more articles, and then we can move on to section 2.
All right.
Okay. So Speed Ultimate Collector's Edition. You know why they call it that?
Because the second film can't go fast enough.
That's the reason too. But also, it's owned by Disney because they own Fox.
Oh yeah. Of course they do.
Dear God, this cover. Here's the thing. Sean and I have had the talk about art covers. For a while there, we were kind of in this agreement almost that why do people care so much about covers? It's going to be on their shelves most of the time. They're not going to see the cover. But then I kind of thought about it.
If I were to guess, you need the cover to pop. You need to grab the person's attention. It's like, what is this? I'm interested in this. I want to check this movie out.
That was exactly what I was thinking. I realized, imagine you're going to a store or you're on Amazon the first thing you're going to see is the cover for the movie. That's the first thing that will grab your attention if you've never seen the movie. For the people that have seen the movie, like, fine. It doesn't matter. Like, they're going to buy the movie anyway.
Right.
What about the person that doesn't buy the movie? Do you really want to slap them with, like, a terribly Photoshop cover? Like, and that could make them go, oh, God, this does not look good. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, Speed, I've only seen it once, but I really like the movie.
I heard Speed was pretty good.
It's a really good movie. It's a fun movie, and Keanu Reeves is good.
Yeah, I'll say
Keanu Reeves is one of those guys, he doesn't get his dues very often. Oh, he's getting them now.
Yeah,
but,
he's getting...
for a while there, he wasn't.
Yeah, all I know is Speed 1, I heard was great. Speed 2, I heard was complete dog shit.
It's pointless. Like, the boat can't go over 5 nautical knots per hour, because if it does, it sinks slowly. Ooh.
Oh, no! A very slowly sinking ship. It's not we could call the Coast Guard or anything to help us with this. Oh, no!
If only there wasn't a Coast Guard. Oh, no. Also, because it didn't have Dennis Hopper, and because Keanu Reeves wasn't in it, it's just not the same. Now, to be fair, Sandra Bullock could probably carry the movie, could carry a franchise probably, but...
She couldn't carry that.
She couldn't carry that, no. But nobody
how
could
you?
That. You could have put in the best... You could have put, like, Charlize Theron and, like, Halle Berry and, like, I'm trying to think of all the, like, the big stars of the day. Catherine Zeta-Jones and a bunch of the... Basically, I'm trying to think of the... Salma Hayek. You could put all of them as, like, an ensemble cast in Speed 2, and they could not carry the movie.
It would still suck, because, like, you know, like your opinion on Ghostbusters 2016, the writing sucks.
No matter what, it's bad. Jeff Daniels is in Speed, and I always thought that was... Jeff Daniels is he's a very interesting actor. I mean that in a nice way. He does like these... He can do like these outrageous comedies one minute, and then do these really great dramatic movies the next.
So, kind of like Robin Williams, in your sense.
Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, he's not a comedian, I wouldn't say, but I think he's a stage actor. But you know, that's not a bad thing. That's good. You know, and one of my favorite performances from him was actually in Steve Jobs. It's not the one with Ashton Kutcher. It's the one with Michael Fassbender. You may notice throughout this podcast, you'll notice clicking. That's me.
And also probably me, because I'm also researching stuff. To figure out what's what. You know, like what's the new, what's the old, something about Blu-rays. Yeah, I've been doing that.
It's time for Soda ASMR.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Turnstiles ASMR section, where we have some nice soda drinking sounds to soothe the nerves.
Okay, I can't do it anymore.
What is wrong with us?
Everything. Anyway, so in Steve Jobs, Jeff Daniels plays John Scully, and I thought, wow, he's good. And even Seth Rogen as Wozniak, he was really good. The last article. Let's get to the last article.
All right.
Indiana Jones 4-movie collection 4K Blu-ray.
Sorry, what 4 film? I only know 3 films.
I know, there's a typo. I hate those.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't you hate when that happens?
Okay, I'm gonna get serious. I don't hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I just like the meme of it.
That's a fair point. You're more like, maybe when I was younger and more ignorant and basically accepted anything any critic would say with a blind eye, I would take the meme seriously. But like nowadays, it's a meme. It's a joke. Yeah. It's not a serious thing.
I never seen the film. I actually haven't really seen any of the films in its full entirely.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah. Again, uncultured swine here.
You're uncultured swine.
Exactly.
What are you looking at, you hockey puck? Excuse me. Hold on.
You're trying to figure out the Toy Story quote, right?
Yep. Let's get through this. So, Indiana Jones. I've seen all of 1, all of 2, most of 3, and all of 4. And I'll tell you that I don't know which one I like the best, but I don't hate Indiana Jones 2. Yeah, you can bring up the whole, how come it's not so ridiculous with the waterfall? The waterfall's just as ridiculous as the refrigerator. No, not really.
Wait, what waterfall thing?
You know, okay, and then oh wait, you've never seen... Never mind, I can't talk to you about this. Nick, your homework is to watch at least 1 and 2. I'm kind of kidding, but at the same time, I'm seriously suggesting you gotta watch the movies.
I know, I know. I need to watch. I need to watch a lot of these films.
I don't care if you never watch an artsy fartsy movie in your life. I don't care if you don't watch like the most like a Fellini film or something. I'm just asking, please watch Indiana Jones.
I know. I'm saying it's a classic film. I know. It's something I need to get to. That's something.
That's the only one today that I'm gonna suggest you watch.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some more today. Who knows? But I'm glad the films are coming out in 4K because they're great movies. I love them. Harrison Ford is the great. He's the good choice for an action star, I think. You know, and
wait, I did see a little bit of one on that. I can only say that much because I do remember the gunfights, the sword fights, the quote unquote sword fight scene.
Oh, I love that scene.
Which ends with a gunshot.
It's beautiful.
I love that scene. So it's so good.
So now, are you ready? We are going on to the next big topic, the first new section in a little while.
All right.
It's time to talk about upcoming videos.
All right, Matt.
This one's going to be a little short. Okay. So first of all, Friday the 16th, I'm going to be releasing the very first Retstile.
Ooh.
A Retstile, for those who are wondering, a Retstile is a retro movie review show where I review movies of the past that are either really good or really bad. It's basically a sort of continuation side series of Ret Snobs.
Yeah, from his other channel, some film snobs and whatnot.
Yeah, same characters, same continuity, and it's gonna be a fun one. That's the 16th. I don't know what else is coming out though. That's about it. The only thing I can confirm is that the first episode is going to be When Harry Met Sally. For a while there, I was trying to decide what should my first review be.
Isn't that a Tom Hanks film?
No, but it does have one of his co-stars in it.
I could.
Meg Ryan.
I think I was remembering.
But that's okay. Don't worry, Nick.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
I couldn't remember. Oh wait, I think I was thinking Sleepless in Seattle. I think that was what I was thinking of.
Perfect example. But no, you know, hey, listen. At least you remember Meg Ryan in some way. It stars Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal. You know Billy Crystal. We all know Billy Crystal.
Yeah, was he Mike Wazowski?
Mike Wazowski, exactly. He was in City Slickers, and more importantly, he was in When Harry Met Sally. He plays Harry.
I mean, it's a starring role. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, and he's really good in the movie, and you know, so is she. Well, you'll hear more stuff like that throughout the review. I was trying to decide what movie to do, and I did pick When Harry Met Sally. Then I bought this movie called Moscow on the Hudson.
What's that?
It's a movie about stars Robin Williams. He's a Russian saxophone player in a Russian circus, and he defects to the United States. And this was made in 1984.
Oh yeah, I'm just remembering something. Did you know the Hammer Dracula films, right?
Yes, with Christopher Lee.
Yeah, did you know one of them was actually rated G?
Yup. I've seen it, and Sean and I talked about it too. I couldn't believe it. Now, granted, this was like G in the 70s, and like...
It's still rated G!
Honestly, Nick, I'm with you. It's like, oh my god.
It's a Hammer film! A Hammer Dracula film! Those things are bloody as shit!
Let me explain to you something, Nick. If you ever watched the movie Airplane, there's a shot.
Oh god! Oh, I love Airplane. Love that film.
There's a shot where everybody in the plane is panicking, and then all of a sudden, a big pair of titties just walks right by, and that's not some sexist thing. Literally, that's what I'm saying. Literally, a pair of bare breasts right in front of the camera, and it's not like you can see the woman's face. No, just her tits, right in the front of the camera, walks away. Rated PG.
I need to. Hold on, I actually don't remember that.
If you're going up Pornhub, I wouldn't.
I know. I'm going on YouTube. They tend to have these sort of things and whatnot.
That's true, but I doubt they're going to have the scene with tits in it. It's like they're
you never know, Matt. You never know.
Good point. There are documentaries on YouTube. I mean.
Oh, you're talking about the Alec Coffey scene or something?
I don't think so.
Because I'm seeing the like sort of panic sort of scene. It's from Airplane 2. That's the most I'm finding and whatnot.
Oh well, but I know there's a scene because I've seen Airplane a lot. Well, it's one of my favorites too. Leslie Nielsen, went from being a serious actor to be a comedic actor, and that's not a bad thing. Comedic actors, they have talent too.
Mm-hmm.
Score.
I mean, hell, that's Nielsen. He's one of the best characters in Airplane because he was serious and whatnot.
Exactly. Now, way in the future, like sometime in November, there'll be a very big video.
Oh wait, I think I remember what. Wait.
I think you know this one. Do you know the video I'm talking about?
Oh wait, what video?
Okay, the big video I'm doing for November.
Oh yeah, that video. Yeah, I don't.
I don't mind. I already publicly announced it on Turnstile on Turnstile on Turnstiles on Ruts on fuck me on
Red Snobs
on on Retstiles, but on some film snobs. Bohemian Rhapsody versus Rocket Man, a big essay video.
Oh yeah, Matt, I think you are right about the tits thing.
Yeah,
I could tell because the video was cut.
Yeah.
At least we could confirm there was tits involved in that part.
Yes, we can. Anyway, Bohemian Rhapsody versus Rocket Man. It's that's all I got. I'm still working on the script, adding like finishing touches.
Yeah, is that reason months from now?
Yeah, that's part of the reason I'm doing months from now. Also, because November is a significant. In November, there's this very significant date for Queen. Like fans.
That's the day of
It's a sad day and a happy day, as there are good events tied to it, and the bad ones, obviously. The good is more what we're doing, but like the bad, you can't pretend like the November.
Maybe we do to celebrate Freddie Mercury in a way.
Mainly, Freddie Mercury he deserves a nice little celebration, and I think I could do a better job doing a celebration than Queen. No, but I would wish that they could just give the fans charge of the Queen anything, because anyway, that's my thing. We'll get to Queen another time, and this is section 3. Section 3 is movie talk.
Yep, essentially from what you told me, Matt, about when we prepare for these sort of things.
Yeah,
actually, this is our first time preparing for this thing, so yeah. Essentially, films that we saw as of late. What's the most recent film we saw, and what we thought? Well,
or at least the film you feel like talking about, like the one you could talk the most about. And I have my film, and it's a film that I didn't actually get to talk about because reasons. So go ahead and talk about your film.
All right, the most recent film I saw was a Roger Corman film called The Undead, which Matt, if you were to hear a film with the title The Undead, what would you think?
I'd think zombies.
And it isn't about that. Not even close. It's a weird kind of film, to say the least.
That sounds about right for Roger Corman.
Essentially, here's the thing. It's about... How do I explain this? It starts in, present day of 1950... When did that film come out?
From what I look at, it's 1957.
Essentially, present day 1957.
Beautiful. 1957 is a good year for somebody.
Yeah, well, there's a scientist guy trying to convince, some business person, I guess, I can't remember his name, that, he made some invention where he can make someone connect, essentially involves a bit of reincarnation stuff because, it involves a woman whose mind went back to the past of a person in the past that she reincarnated from. It's kind of weird, to say the least.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Through some weird hypnosis bullshit.
Oh my god, this is gonna be
essentially time traveling via brain time traveling via hypnosis. It's kind of weird. Essentially,
it sounds beautiful.
Essentially, this woman gets into the mind of her reincarnated self from the past, where she was a woman who's a day before death because she was accused of being a witch and whatnot, gets into her mind, tells her how to escape. She escapes, and she needs to make. And now they need to make sure the person from the past dies before this woman lives on and destroys the reincarnated person. The person he'll reincarnate into, and destroying freaking time itself because apparently time travel paradox bullshit happens. I don't think they expect me to say the time traveling paradox stuff, but that's how I see it. Like, because seriously, the person from the future comes in the past. Person in the past lives. Person in the future dies and never comes back because time travel stuff, and time breaks. That's how I see it.
Okay, I just need to say this, Nick.
Yeah.
I am not allowing you near the glue sticks anymore.
The what?
I'm not allowing you near the scented markers anymore.
The sensor marks?
The scented markers.
Oh god. Oh, scented markers. Believe me, it sounds like I'm insane, but I'm not. You need to see this film. It is a weird experience, but it's actually not a bad film. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It's actually not bad.
I know, but I'm just saying how insane it sounds, basically.
Yeah, don't blame me. Blame Roger Corman. Don't bring him near the scented. Don't bring him near the happy mushrooms, okay?
See, you got the better one there. The happy mushrooms is the better way. Is the better thing to say because my.
And yeah, that's not even exactly done here yet. There's all. All right, where was I on my tangents and one? Oh yeah, the film. Yeah, now she has to. Now this woman, is trying to escape being captured from execution and whatnot.
My goodness.
She sneaks into a coffin. She goes into. And then the gravedigger tells her to go to some house where there's a witch, and not a bad witch, a witch that actually was actually good and whatnot. Who doesn't support Saiyan? Speaking of which, Saiyan is in this film.
I'm not surprised. Somehow, I'm just not surprised.
Yeah, but he also gives the introductory to this film and whatnot.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's tell me what it's about and whatnot. And I kind of should have mentioned that first, but that's not. But we'll get back to it. I'm going to be honest
with you, Nick. At this point, I've seen The Room so many times, nothing can faze me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not. Maybe there still will be something that can faze me, but we haven't reached that point yet.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
But yeah, we'll come back to Saiyan later. He comes back later for this.
Of course he does.
Yep. And also there's these two other witches who are trying to get this woman recaptured and send her to die because they're bitches.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Oh, actually, just
what kind of bitches are we talking? Are we talking about the kind of bitches that would throw wine at each other like
it's just
New
one
Jersey housewife?
Scratch that. It's just one woman and her imp.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was hoping for like a Jersey housewife thing where you just throw wine at each other like a bunch of crazy people. Like you fuck my man. Splash just glass of wine.
Oh yeah, I'll turn you into a toad. How you like that, my pretty?
That would make New Jersey housewives more enjoyable.
I agree. Someone make that a show. I actually watch it.
I would love to see that.
Like the Jersey Witches. I can't think of a title.
Of Eastwick.
Good idea. Good.
The Witches
good
of Eastwick. I don't even know.
Good enough.
Today is Jack Nicholson Day. Now I now declare it Jack Nicholson Day.
Because why not?
Because why not? Jack Nicholson needs to be referenced more. We need to remember his movies more. He's not dead yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then there's also this other guy who's trying to save this person who's about to be executed because they're in love or something.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. He does his best, but eventually he ends up getting seduced by the witch and trying to convince him to join Satan and whatnot.
I'm not surprised.
Essentially, the rabbit hole goes down so far in life that the guy who started this hypnosis thing attaches himself to a machine and somehow gets into the same brainwave as the person already hypnotized.
My God, I don't believe it.
Pretty much teleporting him to the past.
Honestly, I say I can't believe it, but it's like, no, I can believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just remember. So,
and
yeah. Wow.
And not even done yet. I still have more to go on this.
Oh my god.
I think just a little more. Then this woman comes.
No. It's just oh god is like, oh my god, there's so much in general.
There's so much to take in for this film. It's like, it's kind of a weird film I can actually talk about, even though I only seen it once in my life, and that was pretty recently.
It's memorable though. You have to admit. That's the thing.
It's a weird ass film, but it sticks. It sticks in a weird way. Or what? Oh yeah, eventually this woman goes for all this crap. There's this witch that makes holy water to get rid of the bad witch and the imp.
Oh my god.
Here's the time traveler. Here's the guy. The time trap. The guy who came from 1957 shows up.
Oh my.
Shows he's not a witch, but he has some shows stuff. Shows like a watch from the future. Shows a watch from the future to see how it works.
Oh,
stuff,
typical
stuff
like
stuff that seems
stuff.
Magic for them, but something that even a witch can't explain or fathom and whatnot.
Oh, beautiful. Modern technology just baffles them.
Pretty much. That's how it is. I mean, that's kind of what you expect on that. Then the woman who's trying to escape execution, meets, just about everyone. The pretty much boyfriend person who got seduced by witch, Saiyan, good witch, gravedigger, trying to convince her, saying, she has two choices in life: either be executed and keep the resurrection line going, or live your life and have your resurrected people die off for good.
Wow.
And all the resurrected people and all the reincarnated people speak to her in her mind. All of them, not just the one from 1957, but every single one.
That sounds like the last. That sounds like the ending of Rise of Skywalker.
Pretty much, yeah. Suck a J.J. Abrams.
Exactly.
Roger Corman did it first. But yeah, appears to tell her, don't do this. I'm a dancer. I have children. You turn my life around. It's like that. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go executed.
Yeah, that is.
So here she goes there. Boyfriend chases her. Witch tries to seduce him. The witch tries to seduce him again, but witch dies in this case because of that.
I just can't believe it.
So
this
yeah,
movie exists?
Almost done, Matt.
Oh my god.
Pretty much woman gets executed, and she finally wakes back in 1957. With one more problem.
Oh no.
Remember that guy I said went back to the past?
Yeah?
Yeah, he's shit out of luck. He's stuck in the past.
Oh, that just sounds like
yeah, he's stuck in the Salem witch trial era.
Oh.
Go goddamn figure.
Why do I feel like there would have been a sequel where she goes back in time? Oh
yeah, also I forgot to mention he's stuck with Saiyan.
Of course. I mean, just of course.
Yeah, he's shit out of luck, stuck with Saiyan in the past. Yeah, there you go. That's a film, alright.
It exists.
Yes.
Nick, it exists.
It's a film, alright. It exists. I don't know what happened. It just happened.
It just happened.
Roger Corman, you are a weird bastard.
You are a magnificent bastard.
Alright, man. Now that we got all that out of the way, what's your film that you want to talk about?
Oh, Nick, you're gonna love this. The gamer in you is gonna love this choice.
Alright.
Do you remember that movie Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh yeah.
Sonic
I never saw it.
We're gonna talk about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Alright, lay it on me.
It's my turn. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. So, brief history. The movie was announced, and I thought this could be okay, and not many other people were optimistic. Mostly because, rightfully so in a way.
Yeah, because the design
video game movies are not
super off. And yeah, also video game movies.
Just video game movies in general. Before the design came out, before anything else, the whole idea that it was a video game movie just did not gel well with anybody.
Pretty much, yeah.
The only good video game movie I can think of is Wreck-It Ralph, and that's not based on a real video game.
Actually, the most I could say before a Sonic movie was Detective Pikachu, because, I heard actually was not that terrible.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about... I was thinking
more like a movie that, that was based off an actual video game. That's why I think.
No, you're right.
Yeah, because of video game films, I think that.
In all seriousness, I would say that's a good example. Detective Pikachu. Didn't see it, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, I heard pretty decent things about it. I never seen it myself, but I just only heard decent things about it.
Exactly. And the thing is, to me, when I think about those movies, video game movies, when I was learning about the Sonic movie, the most video game movie you had was either Wreck-It Ralph, which isn't based on a real video game, or like the Super Mario Brothers movie.
But hey, Sonic was also in that movie.
Oh yeah, Wreck-It Ralph, exactly. Yeah, but for example, the example when people think of real video game movies, it's like Super Mario Brothers the movie, or
let's see, there's also Assassin's Creed, Warcraft.
Assassin's Creed was okay, kind of boring, but I liked it.
What else was there?
The old Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, they also did that. Did they also make a Doom movie back then?
Yep, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Like right in that point when he was, I think he might even credit as The Rock, not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, just The Rock. Sonic the Hedgehog. I was looking the thing up. I thought it would be okay, maybe. I wanted to see it anyway, despite the fact that I'm not a mega Sonic fan, but I do like the games.
Hey, you're not a Sammy Classic Sonic fan.
When will you guys learn that your actions have consequences? I can't try to do his that voice and that screechy kind of.
You freaking freaks! Why would you learn your actions have consequences?
That's better than what I was gonna try and do. So, good job, Nick. You get a cookie.
I need internet therapy for that.
Yeah, I've seen. Okay. So let's talk about The Rock for a split second before we get back to Sonic.
Right.
First of all, the man who's credited before The Rock is Carl Urban.
Who's that?
Have you ever seen the Star Trek movies?
No, I actually have not. No.
Okay, fine. What about that new Dread movie? Well, not new anymore, but
I just know those films.
Okay, basically the guy. That's the actor. The one who plays Judge Dredd in the 2012 film.
Gotcha.
That's Carl Urban, and Dwayne Johnson is credited as The Rock. He's credited as The Rock. No Dwayne Johnson, just The Rock.
He was just The Rock.
Yeah.
He was Rock Lobster. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sonic the Hedgehog. So now let's skip a few years to the first leaked photo with his buff legs.
Oh yeah, that.
No. The first ever teaser poster. Do you remember that? Like that shrouded in black.
Yeah, that just didn't look good.
I thought it looked fine, but not good either.
Then you saw the picture of the legs. It's like, oh God, please end me.
Oh yeah, and they showed the picture of his buffed out legs. I went, "Are you trying to make someone horny for Sonic?" Because some sectors of the Sonic fandom are have an easy time with it already.
Believe me, if you want a boner from a hedgehog, just go to a porn site. Believe me, I would know. I know the Sonic fandom.
And I'm not saying all Sonic fans are that.
Right, but it's just
that's why I specified certain sector of Sonic fans.
Yeah, it's like like a certain small portion. We're saying
exactly. They're like, give my anthropomorphic cartoon hedgehog a cock. That's what they do every time. It's like, and make sure that the female characters have tits, even if they don't have tits, and make them anatomically correct.
And make Rouge's boobs bigger.
Make them bigger. God damn, they're already big enough. Make them even bigger. I want triple D's on those.
I want double Z's.
I want a motorboat. God damn it! People, listen. I'm not insane. I just act like it.
Trust me, we're just having fun here. That's all it is.
Exactly. God damn though. Okay, let's get through this. Okay, so we saw the buff legs. We thought that was bad enough. Then the leak, the leaked merchandise book thing leaked, and it looked horrible enough in still frame.
Oof.
Then the teaser, the first trailer dropped. Fuck me, it looked ugly.
Says literally everyone and their grandma.
I'll never forget the first time I had sleep paralysis and I saw him saying, meow in the corner of my room.
God. Oh, great. Oh, original Sonic design is just sleep paralysis demon.
It is. The original Sonic design was horrible in motion, and it looked gross. The human teeth, the small eyes, the beady nose, the arms and legs, the body, it looked like a human in a hedgehog suit.
And we already had like that sort of thing in Sonic 06, believe it or not. Sonic Man and whatnot.
They did that?
Yeah, because there's this really such a Sonic fan one in that game.
Because Sonic 06 wasn't bad enough. It wasn't.
Don't worry.
It's no use.
I'm gonna send you an image of the guy.
It's no use.
Here
it's
you go.
No use. It's no use.
Take this.
Take this. It's no use.
Yeah, this is what that Sonic Man. Yeah, this is what that Sonic Man guy looks like.
Yeah, that's not as weird as the Sonic in the movie. That's normal compared to the Sonic.
Yeah, it looks more normal than what we got.
Do you remember when they were talking about the Sonic movie in high school? Like when we were in high school?
Yeah.
I remember that. I teased one of the. There was one guy. I don't want to dox.
Yeah, we know, but there's a guy we used to know who's. I think those were ideas, or maybe just. I don't even know. Rumors? I don't remember anymore.
One of the rumors was that it was going to be a live-action Sonic movie with the human Sonic the Hedgehog.
That sounds
terrible. They weren't
terrible.
too far off originally. And, anyway, then they did the new design, and I thought, that looks better.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to see the movie by myself. I didn't want to have to justify my ticket purchase to anybody.
Yeah, you need a cross, a Bible, a priest, and maybe a demon.
So the only thing I thought of was something I thought would be fun for... I thought, I'll scar my nephews too.
But those were your expectations, but in reality, you actually got a pretty good time out of it.
I'll explain that, yeah. I took my nephews partly because I wanted to take them to a movie myself, because I don't ever get to do that. So I thought, yeah, why not? They'll enjoy it. And it matters more, they'll have fun, and I'm not going to say, oh, this is a really bad movie, even if it is. Because, I don't want to be a fun sponge.
Right.
But we go to the movie. I'm watching the movie, and there I am.
And yeah, you just want to be there for your nephews. That's pretty much all there is.
Yes. But I got to tell you, when I was there, it was great. It was a fun time. I really enjoyed myself. And I enjoyed it so much, I said to my parents, we're going to see it now.
It's like, pack your shit, we're watching the Sonic movie in theaters.
Mom, I don't care if you just made ramen noodles, we're going to see Sonic. Dad, put your tools away, it's Sonic time. There I am with my Sonic hat, my Sonic soda cup, my Sonic popcorn bucket, and my Sonic thong. I am that committed. I have a G-string tight, it's so tight.
It's like, what's this, you made ramen? Well, pack that shit with us, we're taking that to the theater.
You missed the G-string comment, and I'm kind of glad you did, because I was going to go real far.
Don't worry,
with
Matt.
that.
I heard the G-string thing.
You don't know how thin it would have been. It would be so thin. It was basically a piece of dental floss. Let's talk about the plot. The plot of Sonic is that Sonic the Hedgehog is a young hedgehog who is sent to Earth for his own safety.
Mm-hmm. I see.
He lives as normal a life as a hedgehog like Sonic can live.
Mm-hmm.
When one day he causes a electrical disturbance that causes the government to get involved, he now has to go on the run. But before he can escape, local cop named Tom, played by James Marsden, tranquilizes him and causes his magical teleportation rings to go to a landmark in San Francisco that I can't name right now.
I see.
They now must get these rings for Sonic so he can go home. And basically, it's a buddy road trip movie. There's only one problem. The evil Dr. Robotnik is after them, played by Jim Carrey.
Wait, did he call him Robotnik or Eggman in this film?
No, they might have called him Eggman, like I called him Eggman. I mean, Sonic may have called him Eggman.
No, I'm actually genuinely curious in this case.
No, I'm genuinely answering you. in Sonic may have called him Eggman, but the movie, but everybody else, like, his name is Robotnik.
Okay, they just generally call him Robotnik. Wow, they actually generally call him Robotnik in this film. I'm impressed, actually.
Me too. So, was that his name in the Japanese, in the original Japanese game?
That was his original name entirely.
Oh, entirely, good. Why did they change it to Eggman?
I think Eggman was a Japanese thing.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. See, I thought it was like Robotnik was a Japanese name.
I think Robotnik was the original. I can't remember, actually. It's been a while, to be quite honest.
I know the game. Okay. All I know is that he had two different names, and then they went with the other one. And they call him... Sonic calls him Eggman at some point, so...
To be fair, I'm fine with both names, to be quite honest. I'm not. And honestly,
I like that they have both for names, because, like, that's cooler to me. The thing is, Sonic the Hedgehog movie is not the most original movie out there. But that's not a complaint.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can fall into some of the cliches. It's just what you do with it. The execution. That's what matters. Fun. I
just had a good time. That was the important thing for me, and that's what I got. I got exactly what I came in for.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's a family movie. You're there for a good time. Yeah, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it was groundbreaking on one term.
It was the last movie I saw before the pandemic.
That, and also, it was actually a good video game film.
That's right.
It's groundbreaking on those regards.
Exactly. So we got the plot summary. Here we go.
All right, Matt, lay it on me.
I love the performances of the film from, I think, Ben Schwartz. What's Schwartz? No, that's not it. That's not his name. I know it's Ben, and that's...
May the Schwartz be with you!
May the Schwartz be with you. Every time I think of, like, a pointless sequel from Disney, I'm now going to say Beauty and the Beast 2 and the search for more money.
I love that joke from Spaceballs.
It's perfect. Every pointless sequel I'm now going to give that
I just love Spaceballs as a whole.
I'm not going to say that joke very often so I don't run it into the ground.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Because there's a part of When Harry Met Sally that I ran to the ground, and my parents can tell you which part, and they'll go, oh God, don't remind me. It's their PTSD non-flashback moment.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so, Ben, oh, it's Ben Schwartz, it looks like. Schwartz. Yep, that's it. I got his name right.
All right.
For me. He's the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. Pretty good, actually. I liked his voice. I thought it was a fitting voice. And
good for him. Well, good for him for doing a good job and whatnot.
James Marsden is Tom, the cop. And James Marsden, he's a pretty reliable actor. He's done some good roles. He did this movie. You ever see The Butler?
No, I actually never heard of it.
It's a movie about a butler, a White House butler, and James Marsden plays John F. Kennedy. He does a pretty good Kennedy, I'd say. You ever see the X-Men movies? Just any of them?
Is it bad to say I've seen X-Men 3?
That's fine. Remember, Cyclops. We're talking about Cyclops. That's James Marsden.
Oh no, he died.
I know. That was a shame. And a waste. He's a good actor. Oh, I got a better question. Have you ever seen Enchanted?
Oh, I like that film a lot. That's a great-ass film.
The Prince. That's James Marsden.
Really? The Prince guy?
The Prince, yes. And he was fantastic in that one.
Oh, wow.
So
that's actually one film I actually can say I know and whatnot.
And that's a good one to know. Yeah, I'm happy because...
I think I've seen that film in theaters, actually.
I wish I did, because, man, I love that movie.
I love that film, too. I think it's great.
It's a good love story.
I like the twist on the enchant... on these fairy tale sort of thing. I kind
of like their version of the fish out of water thing. She's not stupid. It's refreshing. I love when the fish out of water is.
Yeah, she's new to the world. She's curious. She's trying her best to fit in and whatnot.
But she actually picks up on things. Kind of like there's a couple other movies I could think of that do that. Thor is a good example. Thor, the worst thing he does is maybe break a coffee cup, but like. When they explain to him what it is, he's like, "Oh, okay," and then that's it.
Also, I'll say this:
yes?
I do like how that other girl, decided to be with the prince at the end of the film.
Oh yeah, Adina Menzel. Is her name right?
Yeah, like that. I thought it was kind of nice.
Yeah, you know her, right? Adele Dazeem.
Also, like Also, I like how there's good phone reception down there. Like, what the shit?
Tia Menzel, you know her. If you don't know her, it's okay. She's Elsa in the Frozen movies. More importantly, for me, she was the original Wicked Witch in Wicked.
I have not seen either of them.
You have to listen to... Wicked is one of my favorite things in the world.
I heard Wicked was pretty good. I heard it was a good Broadway show.
It's a great show. I got to see it not when it originally was on, but I saw it in 2014, I believe. 2013 maybe. The
most I know is that they parodied it in World of Warcraft, actually.
And they also parodied it in South Park. But Nick, you have to see the musical. Mm-hmm. It's great. When Broadway opens up, you have to go. You have to go.
You better not blow me.
I won't. Scout's honor, I won't.
You better not.
Until we're on the train later. But that's the secret. You can't tell any. You will not be able. Okay, seriously though.
But yeah, okay. Jokes aside.
Let's get back to Sonic.
Right.
Jim Carrey. It was nice to see him have fun again. To not be the nihilistic guy. It's like, we don't actually exist. We're actually just. Jim. No, I don't know if he was doing.
Shut up. Ignore philosophies, just please.
Jim,
just go on the happy mushrooms.
Honestly, I would like to think the reason he was thinking that way had part to do with the work he was doing at the time when he was doing that. He has this series thing. It's called Just Kidding, or I think it is called Just Kidding, or it is called Kidding. Uh-huh. But I know the show I'm talking. Yeah, it's called Kidding. He plays this guy named Jeff Pickles who has a show. I feel as though that's why his mind was in that kind of mindset, because of the fact that he was probably doing a show with questions like that. I don't know if the show's like that, but it's a good example. But even the movie he did where the documentary about the making of Man on the Moon, he was kind of like an existential kind of, what are we really? So I feel like all that stuff he was saying when he was we're not real, we're this. I think it was just thoughts that he had during that documentary, and maybe the character in his show and some of the things he does with those characters or with those ideas stick with him for a while. But he's a professional, he can have fun, and he did a good job with Sonic as Dr. Robotnik. The ending was pretty fun. The post-credits scene, I loved that. And I did stay for the credits because I thought there was going to be a post-credits scene,
And you thought correctly. Nice job.
I thought, good job, everybody. That post-credits scene gave me faith. I'm going to spoil it. No, I'm not. I'm not going to spoil it. But I just got to say something.
No, I already know who we see in that.
And Nick, it definitely it was in line with the current Sonic design. It wasn't a nightmare. I know. I heard Tails was good. I know. I would have loved that they had the dead rodent version of him on screen. The dead rodent version would have been hilarious. Okay. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. We're gonna take a fuck you, phone. We're gonna take a break, and we're going to get ourselves psyched up for part 4.
Don't worry, I'm already psyched up as it is.
All right, we'll see you all in a minute.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back.
All right. We're back with the Turnstiles podcast. Yeah,
this is section 4 of 4, and this is the Fireside Chat, as we call it.
Essentially, we just talk about shit and go along with it.
Yeah, for a couple minutes. Okay. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, how's that been going?
Oh, fantastic. I have a greatest hits collection, so I've had that for a few years now, and I like the songs on there. I've decided to listen to stuff on YouTube, because why not?
All right, nice.
So one of the things is I've been listening to a lot of the songs on Songs in the Key of Life. Mm-hmm. And there's this song, Isn't She Lovely? My father mentioned that it was his favorite Stevie Wonder song, and part of the reason I think the reason he said, is because it's a song about his own daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Wonder wrote about his daughter, who I think was just born or recently born at the time.
Oh, that's nice.
It is. It's very nice. And it's a good song too. So it kind of, it's a perfect combo. But I've been listening to a lot of that album anyway. The Songs in the Key of Life. So listened to that a lot lately. You know, I've been listening to a fair bit of Eddie Money lately. Mostly the same 2 songs over and over again. 3 songs, actually. 2 Tickets to Paradise, Think I'm in Love, and, of course, Take Me Home Tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, those 3 are in constant rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's one thing. What have you been listening to a lot lately, Nick?
I've been listening to a lot lately. I've been listening to this Japanese band called Anthem as of late.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a metal band. I've been enjoying a lot. I've just been enjoying. Yeah, it just sounds good for me. Not sure how you feel since I know you're not much of a metalhead guy. I know you're more like a classic rock guy.
Yeah. Now, I think I will say this. I have an appreciation for the genre known as metal. Shouldn't say it like that. I appreciate metal.
You respect it, but it's just not your thing.
It's a very important genre, though. All music has its importance. You know, and to me, it's like, gotta say, I do like that Black Sabbath group, though. They are.
Oh yeah, Black Sabbath is good. That's not an argument. That's just a fact. They have good stuff.
I'm just gonna say I haven't listened to the post-Ozzy, in between era, that much. The Dio era.
You should listen to some of the Dio era stuff. It actually is really good.
I'm confident that's gonna be good. It's not like if.
Well, you did listen to one song, and that was Neon Nights.
Yeah. I have to say, though, at least it's not like when, Guns N' Roses without Slash or...
However, I'll say this. The song Heaven Hell is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just leave it at that for like the Dio era and whatnot.
That is fine. I'm going to say, now we have a couple questions I like to ask. I've been asking once in a while. Now, I know the answer to this question. McCartney or Lennon, you say McCartney. I too say McCartney, but that's just because I like John Lennon's stuff, at least some of what I heard, but I like Paul McCartney a bit more.
I don't really listen to John Lennon's stuff. I really don't care too much for Beatles and whatnot, but I can listen to like Bound on the Run, Maybe I'm a Mate. I like those songs. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, those are good songs. But here's the question. This one I already know the answer to, but I want to hear it again.
All right.
Hagar or Roth.
Roth.
Honestly, yeah, Roth. Even though I don't hate Sammy Hagar, but David Lee Roth is better.
It's like Hagar is all right, but have you heard David Lee Roth?
David Lee Roth is better Van Halen frontman.
Pretty much.
Now here's another one. Bon Scott or Brian Johnson.
Oh, easy, Bon Scott.
Yeah, me too. I like Brian Johnson. I respect him. The songs from that era are great.
I do like some of the Brian Johnson songs, but I'll say this: I'm not a fan of Thunderstruck.
Funny thing is, I kind of like that song.
And I'm saying this in like the vocal department. I'm not a fan of Thunderstruck in the
vocal department. Then I think we can agree there too. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing that keeps me away from the Brian Johnson songs sometimes. That vocal sound, that there's not turning back. Like, the thing is, that's not his normal voice.
Well, I'll say this, the song that I really like the vocals on is Hell's Bells. Those are just, oh man, that's a great song for Brian Johnson, honestly.
See, that's where that screeching, like, sounding vocal is perfect.
Exactly.
Hell's Bells. Hell's Bells! Can't do it in key, even.
Hell's Bells!
Hell's Bells! He does it better. I had to admit, he does it a lot better than I'm doing it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Even so,
because that does take work, honestly. It takes a lot.
It takes a lot. Anyway, but Axl Rose, I think, Axl Rose for a while.
Oh, yeah, I heard he took over. I heard it was pretty alright, actually.
I'm sure he was. I mean, look, I don't hate or love Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm. I like some of their stuff.
I have their Greatest Hits album, and November Rain is that's a good one.
I do like November Rain. Especially those solos and whatnot. It's like...
Yes.
Nice.
Spectacular. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about a group I think we all know I love. No matter who you are, if you know me barely, if you know me well...
Is it the King of Queens?
It's the King of Queens. Yes, Queen. Literally Queen. Freddie Mercury... Basically, I'm not going to call it the Freddie Mercury 5 or some ridiculous title because it's not what they are.
It's Freddie Mercury and Friends.
Honestly, that could be the best... No, anyway, Queen, though, seriously.
Queen. In all seriousness, Queen.
I've been listening to the jazz album a lot again, and the one thing I realized... There are a couple things I realized. One, I love that album. It's not my favorite Queen album, but it's one of my favorites. I know it's one of the more underappreciated albums. And the funny, it has some of the great songs on there. Like it has Fat Bomb Girls and Bicycle Race and.
Really, that's where it came from.
Yep, Ooh. And but then the songs that
didn't Don't Stop Me Now come from that album?
Yes. So nice. It has classics on there. The thing is, to me, the thing about the album that's great is there are songs like Jealousy. I've been liking that song a lot lately. Mm-hmm. And there are some songs from the other guys. And by that I mean there are songs there where the other members sing. Well, here's the thing. There are only 3 members of Queen that sang on the records.
Freddie, Brian...
Roger.
Oh, Roger?
Roger Taylor, yeah. Really? Roger Taylor was the only other one that was the last one. Huh. Or the one John Deacon, he sang live once or twice, and by that I mean he probably did sing a lot more than probably people would realize, but he didn't sing very often.
Yeah, I think, when it comes to singing, it'll be, Freddie and Brian for sure. I wouldn't know what the third one
was.
No
question about that. Mm-hmm. Roger Taylor, though. Roger Taylor... that's not how you say his name. I'm sure if he ever heard me say that, he'll be like, okay, Matt, expect a lawsuit for personal injury assault. That's not a real thing, but you know what I mean. Like, You hurt my feelings really badly when you said Roger Taylor.
It's like, man, I suggest you call an ambulance right now. You're gonna need it.
I know. He's a drummer, man. He probably has a good punch.
Oh, a good punch? How about a good kick?
And a good kick, too. Yeah, a good punch and kick.
Mainly kick because, they got kick drums and whatnot.
Yeah. Indeed. What was I going to say? So, about Queen, about jazz. Don't Stop Me Now is one of their great songs. Just one of their best. And the one thing I hate is that that's the one song they keep trying to almost redo. Huh. What I mean by that is, they seem to want to remix that one the most.
Weird.
There have been, 3... Okay. If you bought the 2011 remasters, you got the original album remastered. So that means whatever they mixed into the, in 1978 is what you got. Except for the case of Jealousy, they added the bass drum back in. By back in, I mean, it wasn't in the original mix, but it was supposed to be, so they added it back in.
Nice. Which
is nice. I don't mind changes like that. But outside of that, I believe in terms of mixing, it's basically the same album. It's just that the mastering is a little different because it's 2011 versus 1978. So technology's better. Anyway, Don't Stop Me Now is in its original form and it sounds fantastic. And I love that guitar solo. It's one of Brian May's best.
Oh yes, it's short as hell, but it's a great one.
It's the only one, but it's perfect for that song, and it's perfect in general.
Exactly, yeah.
Every time he's redone that solo twice now. He's done. Okay, here's the thing. There is on the 2011 remasters. There's bonus material that includes different tracks. In some cases, it's live tracks that were already released, but good to have if you don't want the whole live album, I guess. In the case of something like Love of My Life, which was on the Night at the Opera bonus disc. If you bought that, you got a live version of Love of My Life from 1979, which wouldn't be wrong, but it wouldn't be on the right time period, but it was released as a single in 1979. And you don't want to put it on the jazz album or or the game album even. It's from Night at the Opera. So it's fine. And you know what? Time period thing isn't the problem. It's that it's more the case of in the case of Love of My Life, the live version, it was a single. So it's good to have the single version on some album of theirs, and they weren't going to do a live album reissue type part of the campaign. So I was okay with that, and it sounds good.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good now.
Yeah, okay. And the interesting is, in some cases, they include Unearthed Tracks, either demos of songs, earlier versions of songs.
Yeah, there's a Don't Stop Me Now demo with a lot more guitar parts in there.
That's what I was going to get into. It's more like a remix of the original song. It's the original, it's the master take and everything else, but the one thing that's different is that there's new guitars. I both love and hate it. I love that there's more guitars, and I hate that there's more guitars. Because I love that there are more guitars, because there should be more guitar in that song. Live, they add more guitar. But at the same time, what I hate is that it's overpowering on a song that doesn't need to be overpowering with guitar. Which is a weird thing to complain about.
Essentially, there's too much volume on the guitar itself to me.
That's what I think I mean. It's too
too
guitar
much
focused.
Yeah, too high on the volume. It should be lowered a little bit to where it has audio balance with everything else and whatnot.
And that's not even my biggest problem. My biggest problem is Brian May basically did a new guitar solo, and it just doesn't sound as good as the original. Like, I wouldn't have re-recorded it at all. I would have used the original guitar solo. Mm-hmm. It's that good to me, you know, that you don't need to do another take of it. It's perfect as is. But no, Brian May felt the need to do it, you know, a new one.
I thought you like the original guitar sounds and whatnot, like how it's originally supposed to be.
I think in the case of the main guitar, like the rest of the guitar parts, I think it is, but
you just make the solos, you know, it's new.
I think it's either new or more realistically, considering what they would have done.
I mean, it could still be the original take, since, you know,
it could be. I guess my problem is
essentially, it could. That's how probably would have been in the past, but they kind of reworked it to make it a little shorter one,
or at least different. And I don't like the alternate solo. It's not my preferred choice when it comes to the "Don't Stop Me Now" solo.
And that's fair.
And But then they did another remix of not even remix. They just did another version of "Don't Stop Me Now" for the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack. It's the same basic song with like a few changes here and there, different drum sound, I believe, but most importantly, more guitar. But not more guitar from that guitar mix. It's just a new guitar track.
Gotcha.
And you're going to be surprised by this, but I like that mix better than the one from 2011.
It's probably had better audio balancing in that one.
Yes, it's more like the actual, like the real live performance of the song, for example.
Gotcha.
It's more like probably the current song version with that Queen do with Adam Lambert. But still, say what you want about Adam Lambert, at least "Don't Stop Me Now" has a good guitar sound live, you know?
True.
So, yeah. The way I'd rank those mixes, it would be the "Don't Stop Me Now" mix from 2011 on the bottom, followed by the 2018 version from the Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally with the original mix as number 1.
Hey, you have a lot to say about "Don't Stop Me Now." Holy shit.
"Don't Stop Me Now" is a great song, and I love the song to death. It's sort of my favorite Queen song, probably. Well, outside of the obvious of Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to Bohemian Rhapsody.
I seen like a while back, I seen like a video of like a whole retrospective of like all the Queen albums and whatnot.
Yeah, Queen's albums, I would say one of my favorites is Jazz, sure. A Night at the Opera is kind of the immortal classic that nobody will forget.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing I want to talk about was Fat Bomb Girls. That's like the immortal classic Queen song, right?
That's true, yeah.
The one thing I never got, why did they have to do that weird remix, like the single edit? I never got the point of that. I just never got it.
You got me. It's just some artists do some weird things and whatnot.
It's, to me, it's like, why cut out most of the good? So to me, you know what I would love to do? I'd love it if Queen did like a live mix, in quotes. Basically, take the songs they've released that they did live over the years, like Fat Bomb Girls and Bicycle Race and all those other songs, combine and like make live mixes. Take the songs, remix them to sound more like their live versions. Like if an example would be like cutting out the last verse and chorus of Killer Queen to reflect the live version of that song more. So it was like almost like a studio version of the live performance. Fat Bomb Girls would basically be the first guitar solo would be cut out of the album version, and then just play like the rest of the album version would play basically. That's the way it would work. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that idea basically. Of course, it comes because I'm doing that big video. I think it's kind of obvious looking back. I'm a Queen fan.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I would love to see a Queen miniseries sometime, and I could go into that. Excuse me. Nick, do you have anything you want to ramble on about? Because, like...
I don't really know. I just had, trying to go along with the other person's topic when I see how much I could get, get into that sort of thing. I'm not the best at these, topic story things and whatnot.
In that case, I think we could ask another question.
All right, lay it on me, man.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Okay. Shit. I'm trying to think of something. What about okay? This is a really random one. I don't think. Actually, no. This is a super one. Stones or Beatles? You'd probably pick Stones. I don't know which one I'd pick.
I forgot. Look, Beatles, I'm just not too keen on their music. Just
I know that's the thing. I can predict your answer on that one.
Mm-hmm.
We can go with movie questions. Okay. Wish I had something. Okay. How about Robert De Niro or Al Pacino?
Robert De Niro. I haven't seen too many of the films from those guys and whatnot. That's the problem here.
Okay, fine.
I think the most I've seen, because like Al Pacino is honestly The Godfather.
Really? Even Scarface?
I actually haven't seen Scarface.
No, it is. I'm surprised. But I'm not saying you should watch. It's a 3-hour movie. Good movie, but it's 3 hours.
Godfather's pretty good. I like that film.
I was actually talking about Scarface still.
To be fair, it's kind of like the same length. It's about 3 hours.
Godfather's a great movie. I have to say that. Godfather 2 is great too. Okay, and look, if I had to really choose, I would say, I don't know, actually. Part of me wants to say Al Pacino because he's done so much.
Mm-hmm.
But so is Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino have done so much in their... You know what? I would probably lean towards De Niro only because he's done more, like, comedy... Yeah, I'll come back to you on that one some other time. Okay, what about... Here's... Robin Williams or George Carlin? And we're talking stand-up here.
I actually like... I have racing towards, Robin Williams stand-up, but I have seen a tiny bit of George Carlin stand-up, and I do like that a lot.
That's fair. For me, I lean towards Robin Williams, and I've seen them both. Here's the thing. When it comes to George Carlin, I've seen all the specials. I have all the specials on in my room right now. I could bring them all. And I have all Robin Williams stand-up as well. I like Robin Williams because he's lighter and he still brings up important topics, but he's not... He never got to the point where he was grouchy and old, seeming. George Carlin was never an old fart. He wasn't an old man, but he certainly had a cynical, bitter... That was more towards the end. I think the 80s are the best time because it's got a bit of that cynicism of the 90s, but it still has some of the youth of the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because he was in his 40s in the 70s. But, 40s, you're still pretty youthful. At least not youthful, but you still have some kind of energy. You haven't fully reached midlife yet. George Carlin, see, I'm always interested in that stuff. They're doing a movie about him.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming. I mean, it's not even in, the casting phase yet. But I know that they're doing something. So I guess we could do a wrap-up. That might be the way to go, actually.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Wrap this baby up. So, first of all, new Blu-ray releases, tons of them. Mommy Dearest.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Last Gun. Something with Kirk Douglas and the guy from Ghost Can't Do It.
Something from Gun Hill?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Last
Train from Gun Hill.
Last Train from Gun Hill. Thank you, Nick.
I remembered. Yay!
Yay, indeed. Speed, Indiana Jones. We talked about the upcoming videos, When Harry Met Sally, Retstile, and that's about it for the upcoming videos for now.
Yeah.
Recently.
I mean, hell, we don't have much going on for this channel at the moment.
Yeah, Bo Rap versus Rocket Man, that is coming out at some point, but when exactly, you'll know soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
November. It's coming out in November. It just, I have to work on that video. Because the reason it's taking so long is I want it to be, not perfect, but good. I want it to be well-researched.
I'm not because, well, I just...
You are my fabulous co-host, and that's it.
Yep, I'm just here for the ride, as I keep saying over and over again.
You are here for the memes, my friend. You are here
Pretty
for the
much.
Memes, the dreams, and the schemes.
Mm-hmm. The dreams, the memes, the schemes, all of it.
Yes. We talked about a couple different movies.
Yep, and I sound like I went off the deep end for about 10 minutes.
Oh, you did, and that's okay. The upcoming videos are good. We have we talked about that. We talked about the Undead. We talked about Sonic the Hedgehog, and then we just talked for a while. Just like old friends would.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, this was fun, Nick. I will see you next month for episode 2.
Hey, should be fun with more Blu-ray releases, film talks, somethings.
Exactly.
Somethings.
All right. I'd like to thank you all for listening to the Turnstiles podcast. This has been Matt Smith.
I've been his friend Nick. Oh, this has been the first hour of the Turnstiles podcast.
Woof! Woof!
And that's been Mark the dog, Matt's character on his Retstiles videos.
Yes, I'm playing the character now. I've got the dog right at the microphone, like he's actually talking to the people. It's amazing. It's like I'm actually here. Okay, seriously though. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you for the first Retstiles and for the next episode of the podcast.
Hey, see you.
Okay.
I'll see everyone for the next Turnstiles podcast. Take care.
Fantastic. All right. See ya. Goodbye.